welcome to Masanda FM vlog. Match day one. We've just watched Mamelodi Sundowns beat AmaZulu 1-0
expeditiously
to go 3 points clear at the top of the table on match day one in a tough encounter. Right next door, come Loftus. Anyway, this is a match day review. I'm joined by a very, very special guest and a regular on Masanda FM vlog, our very own Lesedi.
What's up, guys?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. And just like that, football's back. Well, it was back last week, cup game, but
Yeah, Maragaro is a preseason cup, a preseason cup.
exactly, football is proper back today.
So the big boys football is back now.
and just like that, it was top of the table clash, 1 versus 2 from last year. How was that for you? Watching our boys back defending what's rightfully ours.
Well, first of all, I just want to start and say, hooray, you guys will come back to this vlog. 5 Pete is coming. It's
Yeah.
The league is not under threat. Secondly,
First game.
still under threat, this thing. Secondly, I think in terms of how we played today, I still preferred us play the way we played on Sunday. The first 30 minutes of our game on Sunday compared to a full 94 minutes of what we played today are two different things. Even though it was the same starting 11, I think the guys just gelled a bit more. This time around, I feel like AmaZulu prepared. They watched that game on Sunday, and they probably watched it the whole week, trying to see what our weaknesses were and so on and so forth. But we still managed to keep them at bay.
But don't you think the difference in performance, not in performance, but in performance and intensity was?
Yeah.
I think it was Kensano who said it in the pre-match space that it's the space on Twitter. It's cup games and league games are different.
Yeah, they're very different.
Cup game, you go for the throat, you attack,
for the
and you go for the
yeah.
leaky a draw. I'm not saying we're going to play for a draw, but a draw is not such a bad result. So you manage. This word is being used a lot. You manage the game better than the cup game. But I hear you. The first 30 minutes here last week
Compared to what
was
we
better
saw
than the whole
today.
game.
Yeah.
This week. But I'm not mad.
Yeah, I'm definitely happy with the result. Seeing as the way AmaZulu came out from the gate, they came to draw. They either wanted a 1-1 draw or a 0-0 draw. Mara draw yona, Benni came for a draw. And I'm just happy that the 3 wise men didn't give them that. Like they let them into the game to sort of give them that false hope that, hey, we came for a draw, but like we could win it if we want to. And I love how like the guys actually gave them that false hope, and then also we still managed to win the game. Because fine, if we got a draw, it's neither here or there, because we know that Sundowns in the beginning of the season, it's either you start really well and you crash, or we just start badly and then build the momentum.
Okay.
And as Rulani said in a few interviews ago, he said that we'll only start seeing how we really
Gauge
want
yourself,
to.
like
Yeah, by
gear 5.
yes. So
Gear
we'll
1
be on
and
first gear, and then I think by the 5th game, then we'll see a clearer picture of what it is they're trying to build. Because you also have to remember that there was a big meltdown on Sunday with the starting 11 alone.
I was going there.
Yeah.
Starting 11. No changes. The only change in the squad, if I'm correct, the only change in the squad was Gaston Silino
yeah.
for Divine Lunga. But the match day, I don't know, it's 18 or 20 these days. It was the same.
It was exactly.
Did you expect no changes after that team? I hate this. I don't like this word bottled, because we use it in different contexts. Bottled is not the right word. But we gave away a 2-0 lead.
Yeah.
But then you go back. The first 30 minutes was proper football.
We
so
were gliding.
Did you? 4 o'clock has dropped us starting lineup. Did you expect, and what did you think of the lineup?
So personally, I did not expect the starting lineup to be exactly the same as it was on Sunday.
You expected AJ and Coetzee to come back?
Yes, I expected the usuals
the
usual suspects to be back into the fold. But also, we also have to give credit where it's due. The guys that started on Sunday did a good job.
Exactly. And
So you obviously have to reward.
the coaches have honor.
Yes, the coaches have honor, so they have to reward that type of endurance and how well they did at training. Because as much as we want to look like we have expertise on why a starting 11 should look a certain way, we're not at training with these guys.
At the
We
end of
don't
the day.
know what Charlie might or might not have done during training for the coach to be like,
Or what
okay.
Mvala is doing great.
Yeah, so what
or-
Mbala's doing great for him to go ahead of an unleader child. I mean, we saw for ourselves on Sunday that they did really well. And even today, I mean, I hate to say it because I'm not really an Mbala fan, but he shut me up. I'll say that confidently, Mbala shut me up. So
No, you have honor because on this channel,
we-
Basana Wana Fan Blog, also known as Mtomi Mvala Mouthpiece, but you have
Yeah.
you have honor, yeah.
Yeah, so in terms of like starting 11, it wasn't something I expected. With the MTN 8, I expected a starting 11 that was going to
Full of
shock us
changes.
because, well, it's MTN 8. But for a league, and a league you're trying to defend, yeah, no. But
No.
I'm happy
I-
that they proved me wrong.
After the game, I logged on to Twitter and saw a couple of tweets about people complaining about fluidity, that we were not as fluent as we had come to know Sundowns
Yeah.
over the past, I don't know how many years. But I personally, I did not expect us to be fluent. Fluid,
Fluid, yeah.
Fluid. Sorry.
Yeah.
Thanks, editor. Fluid. Because of first game of the season, even last if we remember, we jog our memories back to last
Yeah.
year against Chiefs, we won 3-0. We were not
Yes.
fluid. The second game against TTM in here, we drew. We were not fluid.
Yes, yeah.
So, hanyan, like fluidity here now. Coach Rulani said,
Yeah.
after 5-6 games, you'll see that the right Mamelodi Sundowns. So I wasn't surprised by the performance. I'm
But also-
ecstatic got the 3 points, but not surprised about
Another
that.
thing we also need to remember is that this is a whole new era of Sundowns. We're slowly moving away from the era at beach. And obviously you need to give the coaches that confidence
Of
for them
course.
to build the team the way they see
Of course,
fit.
by gaining trust and confidence. I
Yes,
think.
they've gained. We won a league title. We went as far as we could with the Champions League. We went as far
Quarterfinals,
as we could
semi-final, yeah, Nedbank,
with
yeah,
Nedbank. So they've not haven't given you guys anyone a reason to doubt them at all. So with terms of fluidity, I mean the league is a marathon. It's 30 games. Obviously, here and there's gonna be times where we don't gel as much, but still win the
You
game.
don't play smack football.
Yeah, we
push
don't play
football.
snake football all the time. Sometimes we're going to end up playing mud football and still win the game.
I enjoy mad football, said.
No way. You know, with football, you must like what you see.
I
like-
enjoy mud.
No,
Okay,
but you must have that. Oh, yo, did you see?
of course,
Type
of course.
moments
but,
with
but,
football.
But Gucci football, you can't play champagne, Gucci, beautiful, expensive
the
football
start, you can't.
from game 1 to game week 30.
Yeah,
At
that-
some point, you need to get. I'd rather us the way we are now.
Yeah.
And then guy 15, 20, when the Champions League starts, when the Nedbank starts,
Then we're in.
yes,
Wabona,
yes.
We're within proper.
So ecstatic with the result, not too surprised, not too angry with the performance.
I think we could have won the game with more goals. The chances were there. It's just that we fluffed them.
Yeah, Peter not looking
Shalile.
sharp soft.
Temba literally almost had a one-on-one right there, and then just decided for too many touches, and by the time it was supposed to go in, it just didn't. So I think we shouldn't have won this game, Kawani. It should have been Buma 2-3.
But then again, you said Benni came for a point. Like
Yeah, Benni
he
also came
pegged
for
his
a point.
midfield and wanted to play. I thought in the first half we were utterly dominant, and in the second half they came back into it. They threatened a bit where you felt, okay, AmaZulu are in
They're
the
coming in and
ascendancy.
they might
Yes,
just
they might, but they
Upset us in the end.
looked like
but
they were scoring, but they were never scoring.
yeah.
Yes.
And so also we might have to look at it in such a sense that they might be going through their second season jitters.
I wonder.
Because last season, no one expected AmaZulu to even be a contender. Not that they were really a contender. They were number one for like a few hours, but whatever. But like, AmaZulu was that team no one saw coming. And they did so well. So now to their second season of trying to build from that, that's a whole test on its own for them.
I wonder how they'll go. Last year in the Champions League.
They're in the Champions
but
League
they
now.
built
So
a proper squad. So I'm.
yeah, so we'll have to see how like Benni and Bomonip and everybody else now live up to that kind of pressure. Because with Sundowns, we don't really have that pressure. Our pressure is just make sure you win the league, try to get further in the Champions League, and hopefully win it.
I think we have more pressure than them, to be honest.
Really?
I think so.
I think the pressure mostly comes from Champions League because it's something that keeps eluding us.
But imagine if, and the league, Lesedi, because I have a gripe with Sundowns supporters, Barry. I want to win the league. I care.
Yeah, that thing is necessary.
In 20 years' time, when we don't win the league, I want to tell my daughter Sundowns won 5 leagues in a row.
Yeah.
Because we don't. In football, nothing lasts forever. So
That's
I'm going to
also
enjoy these league wins like nobody's business. Because in 10 years from now, around 50 or 40-year-olds remember when Sundowns were
you
so
must
good.
also remember, in 10 years from now, we probably would have won the league, or maybe 6
7
or 7
times.
times in a row.
True.
So
I hope so.
I mean, these things are different. Obviously, for like media value and to sell papers and whatever, newspapers and other people would want other league title winners. They'd want the Chiefs or a thing because
So that
they've gotten tired of writing
so that
about Sundowns.
make it seem like it's a competitive league.
Yeah, that it's that it's not like how Bayern Munich just
And the
wins
French
7
league
years in a
is
row.
true,
You see.
So yeah, before we get into match ratings, I'll tell you what impressed me, what I liked more than anything. Okay, 3 points aside, I love the clean sheet. I love the clean
Clean
sheet.
sheets are amazing.
I love clean sheet win you titles. Simple.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can get into the player ratings. Kennedy deservedly kept his place from last week.
Yeah, no, you can give him an 8.
Jesus,
Because-
we're off to a flyer.
No, because also there was a time where it looked like he was injured, and we can't afford to have Rakpita Samoharadipala, guys. Like, there's no need. So for him to play through an 8, well, we hope it's not a bad injury. For him to do that and keep a clean sheet and make sure that these guys don't see the back of the net, he gets a strong 8 from me.
Fair. Cool. Naki happy ka khulu Mutau.
He played well. He surprised me.
Second game in a row.
He surprised because I didn't like him when he came. So
He's gotten a couple of 1s and 2s on this channel. So
yeah, no, I didn't like it. I didn't like in the season before. I didn't think he deserved to don the jersey. He didn't give us a reason to say you deserve to wear this jersey. But today he impressed me a lot. So
Great
I'll
stuff.
give him a 7.
yeah, that's a good rating.
A 7.
That's a good
yeah.
rating. That's a good rating. Someone I thought played well, not so well last week was Rushin Duruk. I thought today he won a lot of balls aerially, especially in the second half when AmaZulu were throwing, were launching balls into it. They won
He
a lot of
saved
free
us from an
kicks.
equalizer.
Yeah, no, that tackle off the line, clearance off the line was
And for him
vital.
to also shout at his fellow teammates, well,
That's-
hey guys.
That moment, remember we were watching the game
Yes,
together, I said to
yeah.
you, Sadie, that moment for me says he's arrived. Now Rushin Duruk is part of, he's an important member of Mamelodi Sundowns.
Now we're
and
seeing his money.
yeah,
so
as a footballer, everyone knows he's good,
you
but
have to pay the school fee.
you need to be more than a footballer on the pitch to play at the highest level
Yeah.
and for this club. So that moment for me, I'll also give him a 7.
Yeah, he'll definitely get a 7. Yeah. I
Captain
agree with
Musa
that.
Lebusa got injured.
Our
I hope
future
it's not serious.
captain, ish.
Karen,
But he's our current captain. Yo. Huh. Minus the injury, I think we can give him a 7.
okay.
There was one ball he let slip. I was going to give him an 8, but there was one ball
I think he
where-
slipped. I said,
that's the one who he slipped.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, but he can get a 7.
Yeah. Lyle, offensively, a bit quiet than he was on Sunday.
Yeah.
But he didn't make too many mistakes. He looked okay.
He looked okay.
He was all right. Like, he didn't threaten as much going forward. But I think because it was a tactic, because AmaZulu were set up to hit us on the counter attack, so Lyle was not as threatening. So on Heria Kopedi. So 6 for Lyle.
6.5.
Lesedi is generous, guys.
His first game of the season, first win must be nice, because hey, sometimes you guys are going
to. Riva, he was man of the match. I didn't think he was man of the match.
He was very quiet this game.
I thought Mvala and Mvala Mshishi and Deruk were better
than
on the
in
pitch.
this particular game.
So I don't know why we won man of the match. But yeah. 6. Yeah,
you
definitely.
can get a 6.
That's a sub. An okay performance from it's a 6. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Hashim Domingo.
Hey, he was actually also very good. Not as great as he was on Sunday, but he was. He held his own.
He got a couple of half chances where he could have. Final ball high was missing today. Just his final ball was missing today.
Because he also could have scored his first goal. Today.
He pressed well. He did a lot of things on the football pitch well, and I won't be surprised as long as Lebo Maboe is injured. Hashim will start.
He's gonna play,
most of the games. So
I think 6.5. Yeah, I think the 6.5.
6.5.
Yeah, 6.5.
Mutobimvar.
Like can drag on the timeline, like you saw like him right in whatever.
He's not your favorite player.
He's not my fave, but today, guys, he worked. So I'll give him a 9.
Jesus, yeah. No,
I'll give him a 9. For someone I don't like that, I'll give him a 9. He can get a 9.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm not.
He was our best player on the field.
Possibly.
Today.
Possibly. Won a lot of aerial jewels, grand jewels. His passing accuracy won't always be a 92 or 95% like Riva.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of work that he does outside of that's very good, and that's very important in how Mamelodi Sundowns want to play. We might have different. He's not the perfect player. He's not my favorite player, but I appreciate why he's playing. Oh yes, someone just reminded me. Makaula, I hope I'm saying that, kicks everyone. Proplan said in the preview that he kicks anything that moves.
I'm surprised he didn't get booked.
Toby was there to solve him. And his battle, and he won. I think he won that battle. Mutobi won that battle, which was very important because that guy got there last year. I was so angry. He kicked Nkulisi, he kicked Gaston, he kicked Mshishi. So, but today I was happy that Mutobi Mvala won that battle, and
so that's why he deserves the 9.
And I agree with you. Match winner Shikabala Mshishi.
Mshishi was Mshishing at some point in the game. I think he could have scored an easy brace, but the fact that he did the match winner for us, we can give him an 8.
Can anyone argue on the comment section or here or whoever is in this room that Tamazwani is literally he's the best player in South Africa?
Yeah, no,
we can't argue that, right?
He glides. He does that irritating thing where you're almost there. It's just kick inside the net, and then he'll fluff it, and then it'll go over, left, right. It'll go anywhere but inside the net. That's why I'm saying Mshishi is Mshishing. But because he's got the winning penalty, he can get an 8.
An 8.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. I thought Obrumuga played well. He did well.
He did really well.
Look at the goal, like the choice of pass and movement from Modau to him to Domingo to Shaluli eventually for the penalty. I thought he played well in that role.
Yeah.
Mudiba is growing into the Sundowns player. He's not the perfect article of the finished article yet, but he's growing very well into that role. His work off the ball and on it is actually very good. Like it's underrated. I think we underrate him sometimes.
I think he can get a 7.5. He did really well.
These are
And
some
I think
good ratings, guys.
And I think the best is yet to come for Mudiba, especially because we wanted him for so long, and now he's here, and then he's like also trying to earn his place in the starting 11. So I think with time and the more confidence he gets on the ball and communicating well with his teammates and so on and so forth, yeah. So for today's performance, he can get a 7.
A 7.
Yeah.
No, fair. Someone who I didn't think was sharp, but then again created the match-winning situation, which was a penalty. It was Peter Shalulile. I didn't feel like he worked the difference like he normally does. I don't think he probed and worked, especially Tapalo Toki, as much as I thought he would.
Yeah.
Missed 1 or 2 chances, but he created the match-winning situation. I can't think of a Sundowns team without Peter Shalulile right now. Can you?
Shalulile works hard, and I like that he's not selfish.
He's not.
Even if he doesn't score the goal, at least someone around him,
creates.
as long as he's doing something. Because you saw him, he was always running, always trying to make sure that he either gets the ball or he's passing it to someone else, or creating a goal scoring opportunity. And I mean, he's the footballer of the season. So
After all.
We are crossing fingers that he doesn't have second season jitters.
No, he won't.
Where he teka.
He'll keep on banging them in, like you said.
Yeah, I need him to score more goals though. But for tonight, 7.
I'd give him a 6.5.
6.5. Okay, fair.
6.5.
Yeah.
Subs. We made how many subs? 5 subs at.
Akero Hokene, Grant.
No.
Tabelo, Mnqithi. What are the other 2 that came in? The rugby player.
Who's a rugby player? Who's a rugby player?
So Franco.
I'll reserve my comment on Safranco until game week 10.
And Gaston.
Oh, Gaston. Gaston came in Billy.
Yeah, he came in first.
Came in late.
And Gaston, you could also see the tempo of the game changed a bit.
Yes, as we made the subs.
As we made the subs, it changed.
And I think they came in at a moment where AmaZulu were not pressing us and putting us under pressure, but they were in their ascendance. Like they looked like the better team. They looked like they were going to score. Because they
brought in Bumajoro to come in and try and get a goal, but it wasn't happening.
Personally, like the subs didn't make that much of an impact to change the game. Personally, for me, I'll give all of them a 4.5.
Yeah, because they didn't really do much. I think they just came to like settle the game.
What Safranco did was win a lot of headers defensively.
Yes.
When AmaZulu got those many free kicks, second half, he helped. He helped. So I think 4.5 all of them.
Yeah, 4.5 was fine because they also played for like what 25 minutes. It
wasn't didn't play
as long.
I think Gaston who played the longest for like 28 or 30 minutes.
Yeah, so they didn't play long enough to like affect a real change. But when if the scoreline was different with those changes, then sharp, it would be easier for us to give them more than a 5. But because they just came to like clean up and maybe score another goal, either or, I think a 4.5 for all of them is cool.
The coaches.
I could give them an 8.
Sorry,
because we got a clean sheet and we won.
I think so too. I think they got a lot of things tactically right.
Yeah.
Like it's like hindsight is the best side, like people like to say. But that battle, Tobin Valale, Makaulo in the middle of the park was vital for me. Makaulo wouldn't kick in when Mtobi was on the pitch. Mtobi would kick him back.
Yeah.
And we gained a lot of Mtobi won a lot of possession more Maharapi. So the coaches got some things.
Yeah, they got
fluidity is not something that fluidity.
Yeah.
It's not something that you can fully control.
Yeah.
It's something you can build up to. So I felt like things that they could control, they did.
Yeah.
They did.
No, but I think we did good. I hope there's more to come
There is.
from the Three Musketeers.
There is.
Ring up Papa Champagne ka game 25 guys. And then every game after that. No champagne mo
No pressure, guys. No pressure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for the match review for match day 1. 3 points. We're really happy. We're going to enjoy a weekend, watch the rest of the football. Hopefully, it's all draws throughout the league. 2-2 draws. That would be
TS
fun.
Galaxy do the Lord's work, guys.
Oh yeah, except the TS Galaxy. TS Galaxy must beat Kaizer Chiefs.
Yeah,
That's always
do the Lord's work.
Kaizer Chiefs must suffer. Is always like Lima Shako sector. But yeah, next episode, the preview with Tawizon Rapelang for a game on Tuesday against Chippa United. So, but yeah, in the meantime, keep it locked on Masana Fan Blog. We've got lots of content coming, lots of very good content coming this season. So yeah, subscribe, like, comment, share the videos, and yeah, you can find Sadie on Twitter on
Sadie_Bear. Mara, let's start just next in my mentions, guys.
and I'm Tlotlo 20_. See you in the next one.